What's up guys, this is John with Skate Better, and this is the Adidas 3st.004 shoe review. So I've seen this shoe a lot in the skateboarding community, so I was really excited to get my hands on it and get a review going for you guys so you could see what it was like. And overall, I definitely enjoyed skating this shoe. It totally lived up to its reputation that it has. So I'm going to go through some pros first and then some cons. The first pro that I really liked was the fit of this shoe. So I took a size 8. I take a size 8 in almost all of my shoes. Adidas is pretty consistent for me, and I felt it was very snug in the beginning, like super snug, and then it stretched out to where I love it, and it was perfect. So I would just get your normal size that you get. What I would also say is my foot felt very, very secure and very comfortable in this shoe. I would say this shoe is actually a little bit more comfortable than the 3st.003s, which was my most comfortable shoe to date. However, it does lack, and it does have some cons in some other areas that shoe did not. But overall, the comfort and the fit was so good. And what I really loved was the heel in this shoe felt super secure. So this is just enough, and just ever so slightly angles in. The tongue is a little bit puffy without being overly puffy. And it has elasticity on the inside. So it actually allows a little bit of movement without it totally being able to go to one side or the other. And in my last videos, you guys know I've been wanting a shoe for so long that has security up here, a little bit higher up on the foot, and this shoe is that shoe. So the only reason that it's not laced up all the way right now is because I literally ripped a lace this morning. After 6.5 weeks, that's pretty great. And yeah, these laces that I put on are a little bit short and they don't quite reach it. But since I've been skating the shoe for a while now, I'm already really used to how it feels, and I almost don't even need that extra security. But that was amazing. So kudos to Adidas for finally doing that. I'm hoping to find another shoe out there someday that also has that feature. Let's talk about durability. So this shoe was very durable, even though it did rip. I'd say, so this hole was in 4 weeks. It's my normal flick spot. I get like holes here and here, so just started getting another one about a week later. The stripe is ripping here. I have normal ripping down here with this suede, and I also have ripping up here as well in my normal ollie spot. And I'll get to the flick a little bit later because that was actually a con. But durability wise, I mean, this shoe breaks in really, really well. So after I'd say it took me actually a session, 1 or 2 sessions before it felt really broken in, the suede. But after that, it broke in really, really well. I'm definitely gonna keep skating it for probably another week or so because it's just a really comfy shoe and I don't really feel like I need to stop. I did put duct tape on the inside and shoe goo after this big hole ripped all the way through. So you have like a regular layer, and then on the inside, you might not be able to see it. So this actually goes all the way through to duct tape, but this has like a little layer of black on the inside that gives you even extra protection. So once again, Adidas just hooking you up with that extra, which I liked. Another pro of this shoe was lace ripping. So there's this seam right here that goes all the way up where the laces run. And once again, 6 weeks without ripping a lace. For me, that's pretty amazing. I usually rip one within the first week or 2. So it definitely protects your laces, and because they're higher up and closer together, they get a little bit more security as well. So definitely love that feature. And just a lot of features on this shoe, you guys. It's a really great shoe. The look of this shoe. So I personally love the look of this shoe. And what I want to just acknowledge is you might not, and the reason for that is it's a bulkier shoe. So it kind of is more apparent on my switch shoe. You can see a little bit better, but the shoe is bulky this way, so it kind of like puffs up a little bit more. And specifically in this area right here, it is a bulkier shoe. So you might not be able to see that as much, but just know that if you don't like a bulky shoe, if you like a shoe that's slimmer here and it's a little bit flatter on your foot, this might not be your favorite shoe. You might actually really not like this shoe. So just know that it feels a little bit bulkier. Last pro I would say was impact protection. So I actually have the regular Adidas Ultra Boost. I have a lot of them because I love the Boost heel. It's super comfortable. And this definitely lived up to that reputation. I didn't jump down a lot of gaps in this shoe. And the stuff that I was doing that needed impact, it definitely held up, and I didn't hurt my feet at all. So I would say impact protection, you definitely have it from the middle of the shoe back. So let's get into some cons. The main thing that I didn't love about this shoe was board feel. And what I mean is, like, from here to the front of the shoe, on most other shoes that I've skated, the board feel's pretty high. It's like an 8. The 3st.003s, I would even put it at 9. Just really love those, especially for a cup sole. This is a cup sole as well, but from here to here, I would give it like a 7. Maybe a 7.5, depending on the insoles that you have. I have the footprint insoles in. didn't even really notice a huge difference because they give you kind of a decent stock insole on this, but I always throw the footprints in anyway. And I would say 7.5 board feel from here forward. And then from the middle of the shoe to the back, it's like nothing. I'm just gonna be really honest. If you guys do a lot of heel tricks or you really need board feel from the middle of your shoe back, I would expect little to nothing in this shoe. Or at least that was my experience. Some people might disagree, that's fine. But I didn't really find a lot of board feel at all. This is like a rock, you know? I mean, it takes impact really well and it's secure, but you really can't feel a lot going on. And because of that, the heel is a little bit higher almost than the toe, which gives you actually a mechanical advantage a little bit when you squat and stuff like that. And it almost felt like a weightlifting shoe. So in a way, which is kind of funny. And you guys might not know what that feels like, but it's just like the heel is just a little bulkier than the toe too. And the other con I would say would be the flick. So because of the front of this shoe is a cup sole, and because it has this wrap around here, or that goes around the entire shoe, it doesn't have anything extra. So like the City Cups that I was just skating had like a little extra toe cap. The NM 440s that I skated had a little extra around the toe. And this shoe has almost nothing. So if you do a lot of flick tricks, and I did do a lot of flick tricks in this shoe, or I practiced them, it's gonna wear down pretty quick. So this is just now getting to the point where it may break through. It's got a little bit left, it's still holding on to that feeling, but we'll see what happens. And the last thing I would say that I wouldn't love about this shoe would be the price. I don't really care how good a skateboarding shoe is. I'm not gonna buy a skateboarding shoe for probably over like $85 ever. And that's because I'm only gonna skate the shoe for like 4 to 8 weeks, you know, worst or best case scenario. And I don't believe in spending that much money on a shoe. That being said, this shoe has a lot of features and it's a really great shoe, even though it's $120 new. I would say I actually paid 65 bucks for this shoe. Adidas.com, I think I saw it on sale at Skate Warehouse and Tactics as well. And if you could get this shoe for under 70 bucks or 75 bucks, to me, that would be a really good deal on this shoe. And I would definitely recommend picking it up if you're curious. I don't think you're gonna be disappointed. So that's the last thing I just wanna mention, like price. You get what you pay for usually, but like skate shoes aren't gonna last more than a month or two. So for me, that 120 is a little cray, but also it's a really, really awesome shoe. So that's pretty much it. It's about all I got. What I will say is I had a request for a standalone kickflip, so I did include a few basic flat ground tricks at the end of this video, starting with that. And that's about it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, please like and subscribe, and take care.